It's the Super Bowl of politics, you know, and it's like going to the Super Bowl and that excitement you feel when your team is on the field and they're getting ready to score the winning touchdown. And you know what? Winning touchdown in November, baby.
Over 4,000 delegates and alternates from all over the country came to Tampa for the 2012 Republican National Convention. Delegates enjoyed 3 days of political speeches and Tampa hospitality.
I trust you will fall in love with our city, just as I do every day.
The convention center and the forum is absolutely awesome. I love to see the decorations and see the Romney Ryan and how they've done it. And here in the convention center, it's absolutely gorgeous. I can see why they chose coming to Tampa.
Approximately 50,000 people were expected to visit the Tampa Bay area during the convention. Preparations for hosting such a large event began well before the first drop of the gavel. New plantings along Bayshore Boulevard and other city gateways welcomed visitors to our beautiful city. Banners were hung at the Tampa Bay Times Forum, while huge tents were erected and additional spaces transformed into entertainment venues for delegates, elected officials, and guests. The result was a setting that made the city proud and delegates happy.
I love it. Everything is just so bright and festive, and we're having a very good time here.
It's been fun. I was a little bit concerned. I rented a car. I thought maybe I'd get lost, but it's very easy to get around Tampa. The people have been very kind and considerate of us, and we're kind of invading your city, and so it's been a good convention so far.
At the Tampa Convention Center and around the forum, miles of new communications lines were installed to support the 15,000 journalists, local and national, that would be covering the event.
Well, it's probably the biggest event we've ever covered as journalists in this town. Certainly, you know, the Super Bowl gets a lot of folks in, but it's not exactly the same crowd. So it's been exciting and interesting and really just fun to be part of.
Tampa actually is one of the few cities in Central Florida that has a long history, old history, and I've got a lot of friends here from law school that decided to settle here instead of Miami or Atlanta because it's got such a great personality.
I think it's a great opportunity for the city of Tampa. I mean, the mayor's talked about how everything has worked according to plan. You've had the police, the fire, the rescue. I mean, the protests have been minimal. I mean, there have been things happening, but so far so good. And when you walk around, obviously it's a who's who in the political world.
While the typical heat and rainy summer weather was a concern for some, most visitors took it in stride and didn't let it keep them from enjoying the festivities.
I'm enjoying it, but it's actually similar because it's really hot and humid where I live too. The only difference is it actually rains here. And so I wasn't sure what that wet stuff falling from the sky was at first, but then, oh yeah, I'd seen that before. I remembered it was rain.
Safety surrounding the event was a top priority. An emergency operations center was activated to coordinate the 60 local, state, and federal agencies on hand to help keep everyone safe and secure. On the first day of operation, officials watched with concern as Hurricane Isaac passed safely to our west. A joint information center handled media inquiries, and a special RNC call center was activated to handle questions from citizens. In all, almost 300 personnel worked over 3 shifts, 24 hours a day, to keep everyone safe and informed. An event of this size can draw a large crowd of opposition protesters, but the Tampa Police Department kept the streets safe and recorded only 2 arrests for the entire event.
The total numbers of demonstrators didn't materialize. We certainly had some very dedicated protesters here in town, but overall, I think the key was the approach that the officers took and working with the demonstrators to allow them, when possible, to achieve whatever it was they were looking to accomplish.
As the last night of the convention saw the party's nominated candidate take the stage, event organizers praised the city and community for all the effort.
It's been fantastic. You know, the city of Tampa has been so welcoming, so accommodating. I've been out here living in the city for about 2 months and have just thoroughly enjoyed my time and the people here in Tampa. Now that we're up and running and the convention is here, I'm running into a lot of old friends and colleagues, and everybody from journalists to members of Congress to just, you know, some buddies of mine have all said, you know, the convention center, what a great venue. And the same thing with the forum. People are just amazed at what a great facility it is.
As the balloons dropped and the convention came to an end, delegates headed back home with positive feelings towards our fair city.
We've had a great time here, and the number one thing is the friendliness of the people. I've never seen so many friendly people.
I think it's a beautiful city. I personally love everything I've seen. I love the palm trees. They're probably my favorite. And even the rain is just a beautiful, beautiful sight.
I would just like to thank the people of Tampa, because it takes a lot out of a city to do something like this. And they've shown a lot of courage, a lot of fortitude, and a lot of persistence in putting up with a lot of Republicans, and we appreciate it.
We did it. We did it. And you know, I got to tell you, as I stand here sort of representing this city and this city's employees and all of the folks that have helped to make this successful, we could not have done it any better than what we did.